This video is telling a story about the time I met Drew Gomber in Lincoln, New Mexico, when I was doing my Billy the Kid rounds, trying to see all the sights of Billy the Kid. So if you don't know who Drew Gomber is, I'm going to put a little bit of his bio in here, and then I'll get back to you. Drew Gomber is a Wild West historian. He is a contributor to the Ruidoso News, the Tombstone Epitaph, which I recently got a subscription for. He has discussed Old West history on shows for the History Channel, Biography Channel, and Discovery. Chances are, if you're at all interested in Wild West history and Billy the Kid, you have probably seen or heard something from him in the past. If you've ever watched any of the Wild West shows on history, you would recognize him if you saw him. He lives in Lincoln, New Mexico, where a lot of the Billy the Kid stuff happened. And for a long time, I believe about 15 years, did tours there in Lincoln, New Mexico, showing people the sights around the Lincoln County War and everything that happened in Lincoln. Anyway, in 2008, I decided I was going to go out to Lincoln, New Mexico and finally get to see some of the Billy the Kid sites. And I went through Stinking Springs, New Mexico, and Fort Sumner, New Mexico, and saw the grave site and where he was killed and all that. And then I went to Lincoln, New Mexico. I had reservations at the Wortley Hotel, and that's famous in its own right. I may do another video on that. But when I was getting ready to check in, I just kind of bumped into Drew Gomber there in Lincoln, New Mexico. And I recognized him immediately because, you know, I'm interested in this Wild West history stuff, and he's always on these programs. So anyway, I was a little bit starstruck. I think he could tell I was happy to meet him. So anyway, I met him. I thought that was cool. I said, man, this is great. And then I went on back to the hotel and got myself settled in. And about, I don't know, an hour later, I walked down to the visitor center to see what was going on down there. And Drew Gomber was standing over on the side getting ready to do a tour of Lincoln. He was getting ready to, take people on a tour. And he saw me, and he motioned for me to come over. Say, hey, come over here. And I went over there next to him. He said, hey, just stand next to me. He said, I'm getting ready to take these people on a tour of the town, and I'm not charging you. You're a vet. I'm not charging you. And just stand right here with me. Which, I thought was cool. I was getting a little bit of special treatment from Drew Gomber. Anyway, we went on the tour. That was great. And then I think after the tour, I made my way back to the hotel, and then I came back out, and he was sitting on the porch of a place. I think it's right across from the courthouse now. He was just sitting over there, and I walked up, and we just BS'd for a while. I don't know how long it was, but it was pretty cool. He told me several stories that I think I'm going to try to add it. I'm going to make some additional videos about the stories he told, little small things. But I just thought it was pretty cool to pick the brain of somebody who has basically lived their life learning Wild West history, and he obviously knows a lot. And anyway, I just thought it was cool. I was a little starstruck, probably somebody who's not a major celebrity, but obviously somebody that I kind of saw that way. And it was real cool to actually spend some time with him, and hopefully he sees this video at some point, and hopefully he remembers me. This was in 2008, and like I said, he gave me a tour for free, and then I hung out with him on the porch of that place. So anyway, appreciate you watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about it. Do you know who Drew Gomber is? Have you ever met him? Anyway, let me know in the comments below, and thank you for watching.